On our website, you can get PDF learning materials for free. Please visit englist.me.
Impatience.
A feeling of restlessness or irritation caused by a desire for something to happen or be done more quickly, lack of patience.
Examples:
Impatience with delays. Business impatience. The doctor advised him to manage his impatience as stress could exacerbate his medical condition.
Inaction.
The lack of action or activity, the state of not doing anything, the failure to take action when action is needed.
Examples:
Excuse for inaction. Consequences of inaction. Inaction in response to climate change poses a dire threat to our future.
Countdown.
A counting sequence leading up to an event, often marked by a series of signals or cues, also used as a term to describe the final stages leading up to a major event or deadline.
Examples:
Countdown clock. Wedding countdown. The countdown to launch began as the astronauts prepared for their mission.
Avert.
To prevent something dangerous or undesirable from happening.
Examples:
Avert disaster. Avert a strike. The dam systematically releases large amounts of water to avert flooding during the rainy season.
Betray.
To reveal or deliver to an enemy by treachery or disloyalty, to reveal something unintentionally.
Examples:
Betray a friend. Betray confidence. He felt betrayed when his best friend revealed their secret to the enemy.
Announcer.
A person who introduces and speaks on television or radio programs or provides commentary or information at a live event.
Examples:
Public address announcer. Radio announcer. The sports announcer provided live commentary during the game.
Alarming.
Causing concern or apprehension, causing a feeling of danger, harm, or emergency, unsettling or disturbing.
Examples:
Alarming news. Alarming statistics. The sudden rise in crime rates in our neighborhood is quite alarming.
Courageous.
Able to face and deal with danger or fear without flinching.
Examples:
Make a courageous decision. Courageous rescue attempt. He was a courageous soldier who had served his country with honor.
Silo.
A tall, cylindrical structure, usually made of concrete or steel, that is used for storing grain, feed, or other dry materials, a system or structure that is isolated or separate from others.
Examples:
Nuclear silo. Silo organization. The farmer used a silo to store feed for the animals.
Excite.
To make someone feel suddenly enthusiastic or eager.
Examples:
Excite the crowd. Excite rebellion. The news of her promotion excited her.
Plunge.
To dive quickly and steeply downward, to thrust or throw into something. Noun, a steep and rapid fall.
Examples:
Plunge into the water. Plunge a dagger through his heart. The company's profits plunged after the recall of their new product.
Fertilize.
To cause an egg, female animal, or plant to develop by joining sperm from the male with them. To add a natural or chemical substance to land to make plants grow well.
Examples:
Fertilize the soil. Fertilize the female egg. The couple decided to use the non-husband's sperm to fertilize a wife.
Amplify.
To enhance something, particularly sound or brightness.
Examples:
Amplify a signal. Amplify the effect. You might need to amplify this point.
Stun.
To make a person or an animal unconscious or dizzy, especially by hitting them on the head, to make someone surprised or shocked greatly.
Examples:
Stun fish. Stun an audience. This sprinter stunned the world with his speed.
Mantra.
A word or phrase, often repeated, that is used as a focus for the mind during meditation.
Examples:
Campaign mantra. Chant the mantra of structural reform. She repeated her personal mantra to herself to stay motivated.
Worsen.
To become or make something worse.
Examples:
Worsen a relation. Worsen the food problem. Unilateral import bans have worsened that country's terms of trade.
Stabilize.
To become or cause to become steady or unlikely to give way.
Examples:
Stabilize prices. Stabilize blood sugar levels. The raising of interest rates stabilizes the inflation rate.
Drastic.
Radical and extreme, likely to have a significant or far-reaching impact.
Examples:
Drastic measures. Make drastic revision. The global community is undergoing drastic changes at present.
Livelihood.
A means of earning money people need to pay for food, a place to live, clothing, etc.
Examples:
A means of livelihood. Livelihood assistance. I could no longer earn my own livelihood.
Irreversible.
Impossible to change or return to a previous condition.
Examples:
Avoid irreversible damage. An irreversible change. The development of agricultural technology has had an irreversible impact on humanity.
Permafrost.
A layer of soil that is permanently below freezing, usually in polar regions.
Examples:
Permafrost area. Thawing permafrost. Permafrost is crucial to soil stability in Arctic areas.
Tundra.
A vast, treeless, and typically frozen plain in the Arctic regions, where the subsoil is permanently frozen.
Examples:
The Siberian tundra. Tundra biome. The Arctic tundra is a vast and desolate landscape with few signs of life.
Gigaton.
A unit of explosive energy equal to 1 billion tons of TNT equals a powerful, yellow explosive substance, 1 billion tons.
Examples:
Gigaton-class bomb. Half a gigaton of CO2. The earthquake that hit the Pacific Ocean last night is said to have released about 30 gigatons of energy.
Emit.
To give off or send out something such as light, heat, sound, gas, etc.
Examples:
Emit a gamma ray. Emit air pollution. During the unloading, the container box emits a clicking sound.
Daunting.
Looking challenging to manage and prospect, making someone anxious and less confident about carrying out something.
Examples:
Face the daunting reality. Seem like a daunting task. My homework was daunting and complex, but it was also intriguing.
Mediocre.
Of only average quality, not very good.
Examples:
Mediocre performance. A mediocre talent. He was considered a mediocre artist compared to others in his field.
Co-create.
To create something by working with others.
Examples:
Co-create our life. Co-create a relationship. We form partnerships to co-create customer value.
Photosynthesis.
The process through which plants and other organisms transform light energy into chemical energy, which is then released through cellular respiration to power the organism's activities.
Examples:
Oxygenic photosynthesis. Process of photosynthesis. In photosynthesis, plants use carbon dioxide to feed themselves.
Sequester.
To take temporary possession of someone's property until a debt is paid.
Examples:
Sequester 10% of the annual carbon emissions. Sequester myself from the world. He approved their requests to sequester the jury.
Kelp.
A large brown seaweed that grows in cold coastal waters.
Examples:
kelp forest, giant kelp. The coast was lined with beds of kelp swaying in the tide.
Seagrass.
A type of grass that grows in shallow salty or brackish water along coasts.
Examples:
seagrass habitat, seagrass bed. Seagrass meadows help reduce coastal erosion by stabilizing sediments and acting as a buffer against waves and storms.
Reforestation.
The process of replanting or regenerating forests, typically after they have been cut down or destroyed by natural disasters.
Examples:
reforestation project, reforestation policy. Reforestation efforts are necessary to combat deforestation and its negative environmental impact.
Philanthropy.
The practice of voluntarily helping the poor, especially by giving money.
Examples:
philanthropy organization, private philanthropy. Tech billionaires often spend the majority of their time on philanthropy.
Bountiful.
Abundant or plentiful, often used to describe a source of food, wealth, or other resources.
Examples:
bountiful compliments, bountiful blessings. The farmer's land was bountiful and produced a large harvest.
Glacier.
A slowly moving mass of ice formed from snow on mountains or near the North Pole or the South Pole.
Examples:
glacier retreat, glaciers moved tardily. The glaciers of the Ice Age have shaped fjord.
Acquaintance.
A person one knows, but who is not a close friend.
Examples:
acquaintance with a language, business acquaintance. I met him at a party, and we quickly became acquaintances.
Sizable.
Large in size or amount.
Examples:
sizable portion, sizable audience. He has a sizable fortune and is one of the wealthiest people in the city.
Diversified.
Characterized by diversity or variety, having different forms or types.
Examples:
diversified portfolio, diversified economy. The diversified menu offered options for everyone, from meat eaters to vegetarians.
Uprising.
A public rebellion, especially against an established government or authority.
Examples:
stage an uprising, violent uprising. The anti-government uprising was successful in overthrowing the regime.
Ignite.
To set on fire, to cause to start burning.
Examples:
ignite a boom, ignite passion. He ignited the fireworks with a single spark.
Redefine.
To change the meaning or interpretation of something. To make people think about something in a new or different way.
Examples:
Redefine customer experience. Redefine our role. The video telephony application has redefined the way we work.
Deteriorate.
To become worse in quality, to decline or degenerate.
Examples:
Deteriorate at a slow pace. Deteriorate condition. The patient's health deteriorated rapidly after being diagnosed with the disease.
Displace.
To force someone or something to leave their home or place of origin, especially as a result of conflict, natural disaster, or manipulation.
Examples:
Displace workers. Displace the explosive power. The construction of the new dam will displace hundreds of families living downstream.
Storytelling.
The act or art of narrating or writing stories.
Examples:
Storytelling performance. Courtroom storytelling. She was skilled in storytelling techniques, such as using different voices for other characters.
Drown.
To die or cause to die by being unable to breathe underwater.
Examples:
Drown in a bath. I was drowned in work. Floods have the potential to drown any subsurface animals easily.
Lifeguard.
A person who is trained to swim and rescue people who are in danger of drowning in a body of water, such as a pool or ocean, often employed at beaches, pools, and other aquatic facilities to ensure swimmers' safety.
Examples:
Lifeguard station. Lifeguard on duty. The lifeguard training program includes first aid, CPR, and rescue techniques.
Opportune.
Suitable or happening at a time that is suitable or convenient for a particular purpose.
Examples:
Opportune occasion. An opportune remark. The phone rang at the most opportune time.
Confer.
To have a meeting or discussion, to come to a decision or agreement or exchange ideas, to bestow something.
Examples:
Confer degree. Confer honor. The leaders of the two countries met to confer on the issue.
Zeitgeist.
The spirit or general outlook of a particular period of time, especially as it is reflected in the beliefs and attitudes of that time, the cultural, intellectual, or moral climate of a society or era.
Examples:
The zeitgeist of the era. Cultural zeitgeist. The political speech resonated with the zeitgeist of national unity and cooperation.
Swell.
To become larger or more inflated, to become more intense or important.
Examples:
Swell at room temperature. Swell a population. His arm was swelling from the insect bite.
Electrify.
To make a machine or system work by using electricity, to make someone extremely enthusiastic about or interested in something.
Examples:
Electrify the audience. Electrify a manufacturing process. The product developed through years of research continues to electrify the market.
Uplift.
The process of raising land to a higher elevation, or the result of this process. Verb, fill with high spirits.
Examples:
Uplift mountains. Uplift my spirit. The uplift in the stock market has been a relief to investors.
Rancher.
A person who owns, manages, or works on a ranch, especially one that is used for raising or grazing livestock.
Examples:
Rancher's wife. Traditional rancher. The local grocery store carried meat sourced from the rancher's farm.
Highland.
An area of elevated land or hilly terrain.
Examples:
Highland Indian. Highland agriculture. This region has a humid subtropical and highland climate.
Regenerative.
Tending to regrow or restore lost or injured tissue.
Examples:
Regenerative medicine. Regenerative therapy. The regenerative properties of stem cells make them a promising area of research.
Resilient.
Able to withstand or recover quickly from difficult conditions.
Examples:
A hard and resilient steel. Resilient population. She is a resilient person and has always bounced back from setbacks.
Renovate.
To improve or restore something to a better or more modern condition. To revamp or update something old, outdated, or in disrepair.
Examples:
Renovate a house. Renovate an office. We need to renovate the kitchen before moving into the new house.
Intergenerational.
Relating to, involving, or affecting different generations.
Examples:
Intergenerational conflict. Promote intergenerational ties. The results of that survey clearly show intergenerational differences in attitudes toward LGBTQ.
Livable.
Capable of being lived in comfortably and sustainably, suitable for human habitation.
Examples:
Livable city. Livable housing. Finding a safe and livable neighborhood is important when looking for a new place to live.
Bravo.
An exclamation of approval, especially for a performer, an expression of appreciation, admiration, or encouragement.
Examples:
Bravo applause. Bravo encouragement. The audience gave a standing ovation and shouted "Bravo" at the end of the performance.
Underline.
To draw a line or lines underneath something, typically to emphasize or draw attention to it.
Examples:
Underline the vision. Underline the key points. He underlined the important points in the document.
Toolkit.
A set of tools, materials, or resources that are designed to be used together for a specific purpose or task. A collection of information or techniques that can be used to address a problem or achieve a goal.
Examples:
Handy toolkit. Digital toolkit. The DIY toolkit includes a variety of power and hand tools for home repair.
Powerless.
Lacking power, strength, or authority, unable to act or effect change.
Examples:
Powerless position. Powerless in the organization. During the hurricane, we felt powerless against the winds and rain.
Amaze.
To fill with wonder, surprise, or admiration.
Examples:
Amaze and entertain visitors. Amaze everyone. The magician's tricks amazed the audience.
Brainstorming.
A group activity or business method in which a group of people meet and think about something at the same time to solve a problem or to create good ideas.
Examples:
Brainstorming session. Do a brainstorming about a new product. Many companies employ brainstorming as a good way of generating innovative ideas.
Solvable.
Capable of being solved or resolved, able to be fixed or resolved with effort, skill, or knowledge.
Examples:
Solvable problem. Mathematically solvable equation. The engineers found the technical glitch in the system was quite solvable with a software update.
Unveil.
To reveal or make something publicly known, especially for the first time.
Examples:
Unveil a monument. Unveil a comprehensive plan. The company plans to unveil its new product at the trade show next week.
Explode.
To burst or break open violently and noisily, to cause something to burst or break open.
Examples:
Explode in anger. Explode in popularity. The old building exploded in a fiery inferno.
Billboard.
A large outdoor sign or display that is used for advertising, marketing, or public information, typically located along highways or main roads.
Examples:
Billboard advertising. Digital billboard. The new billboard on the highway promotes a popular vacation destination.
Smidgen.
A very small amount or quantity, a tiny bit.
Examples:
A tiny smidgen. Smidgen of evidence. I need a smidgen of salt to finish this dish.
Big E.
Something important or significant.
Examples:
A media biggie. Biggie in the market. Winning the lottery is a biggie for most people.
Asteroid.
A small rocky body orbiting the Sun, typically in the region between Mars and Jupiter.
Examples:
Asteroid mining. Asteroid explorer. Scientists are studying the composition and origins of the asteroid belt to understand the early solar system better.
Apathy.
Lack of emotion, concern, or enthusiasm.
Examples:
Apathy in the election. Political apathy. The global economic crisis has led to pervasive apathy and powerlessness.
Antidote.
A chemical substance or remedy that stops or controls the effects of a poison or disease.
Examples:
The antidote to the poison. The antidote for aging. Knowledge is the antidote to fear.
Obscene.
Offensive, rude, or disgusting, usually because of being related to sex.
Examples:
Obscene literature. An obscene story. He made an obscene gesture.
Burnout.
The state of being exceedingly exhausted or unwell, either physically or mentally, as a result of overworking.
Examples:
Burnout syndrome. Mental burnout. He suffered from job burnout because of hard work.
Catastrophe.
A sudden event that causes extreme ruin and misfortune.
Examples:
Catastrophe risk management. Avoid climate catastrophe. The lack of funds has resulted in a catastrophe for our university system.
Snippet.
A small piece or brief extract of something.
Examples:
Snippet of wisdom. Code snippet. The journalist saved a snippet of the interview for later reference.
Futurist.
A person who studies or predicts trends and developments, particularly in science, technology, or social systems, to anticipate what the future may hold.
Examples:
Futurist architecture. Futurist ideas. The radical futurist predicted that virtual reality would become a standard in everyday life.
Helpless.
Unable to take care of oneself or to do things without help.
Examples:
helpless baby, helpless victims. I feel so helpless without you.
Painstaking.
Cautious and correct, and requiring a significant amount of effort.
Examples:
painstaking research, a painstaking student. The training of a hawk was a painstaking process.
Deceive.
To cause someone to believe something that is not true, often by telling a lie or creating a false impression.
Examples:
deceive to lie, deceive skillfully. The magician's illusions were designed to deceive the audience into believing they saw something impossible.
Falsehood.
A statement or belief that is untrue, often intentionally deceptive or misleading.
Examples:
spread falsehoods, palpable falsehood. The media exposed the politicians' falsehoods.
Inhabit.
To live in a specific location, to reside.
Examples:
inhabit a cave, inhabit the stomach. I have no idea what sort of folks inhabit the neighborhood.
Greedy.
Having or showing an intense or insatiable desire for wealth, status, power, or food.
Examples:
greedy person, greedy for money. His greedy behavior led him to steal from the company.
Diminish.
To reduce or be reduced in size, extent, or importance, to make something smaller, weaker, etc.
Examples:
diminish a reputation, diminish swelling. As people get old, their energies may diminish.
Politicize.
To make something political or to involve it in politics, often for personal or ideological gain or to influence public opinion.
Examples:
politicize climate change, politicize a tragedy. I wish people would stop trying to politicize fundamental human rights issues.
Politic.
Wise in displaying the ability to make reasonable decisions.
Examples:
a politic decision. Heal the body, politic. She was politic in her behavior.
Christ.
The man that Christians believe is the prophet and the Son of God, and whose life and sermons form the basis for Christianity.
Examples:
teaching of Christ, before Christ. Christmas is the day to celebrate the birth of Christ.
Exacerbate.
To make a situation, problem, or feeling worse.
Examples:
exacerbate the situation, exacerbate symptoms. The heat wave exacerbated the drought conditions.
Thermometer.
A device used to measure temperature, typically consisting of a glass or plastic tube containing a column of liquid, such as mercury, that rises and falls with changes in temperature.
Examples:
Digital thermometer, clinical thermometer. My mother always used a mercury thermometer to check our temperature when we were sick.
Tirelessly.
Without getting tired or fatigued, persistently, energetically, and continuously working with great effort.
Examples:
Dedicated tirelessly. Tirelessly help out. She worked tirelessly for hours to finish her project on time.
Gore.
To pierce with a sharp object, causing injury or death. Noun, coagulated blood from a wound.
Examples:
Gore him with a weapon. Gore scene. The hunter gored the deer with an arrow.
Human-made.
Created or produced by humans, artificial.
Examples:
Human-made climate change. The worst human-made disaster. The bridge is a human-made structure and was built to span the river.
Mobilize.
To make something ready for action or use, to organize people or resources for a particular purpose.
Examples:
Mobilize cooperation. Mobilize a stiff joint. The military mobilized troops to the border.
Obliterate.
To wipe out, destroy, or conceal all signs of something utterly, to remove completely from recognition or memory.
Examples:
Obliterate all traces. Obliterate data. The accident at that nuclear power plant obliterated the local ecosystem.
Roam.
To move about or travel aimlessly or without a fixed destination, to wander.
Examples:
Roam freely. Roam the countryside. I love to roam around the city and discover new neighborhoods.
Eloquent.
Able to speak or write clearly and impressively.
Examples:
An eloquent speaker. Eloquent writing. She gave an eloquent speech at the graduation ceremony.
Crane.
A large, tall machine used for moving heavy objects by suspending them from a beam or hook.
Examples:
Crane operator. Crane construction. The construction workers used a crane to lift the heavy beams.
Visionary.
Having or showing exceptional foresight and imagination, not practical or realizable, speculative.
Examples:
Visionary business. Visionary ideas. The visionary leader had a clear plan for the company's future.
Oppress.
To treat people in a cruel and authoritarian way, especially by denying them the same freedoms, rights, etc. as other people.
Examples:
Oppress the minority. Oppress the people with force. Historically, many countries have often oppressed certain religions to gain the support of the majority of the population.
Relegate.
To assign or dismiss to a lower or less important status or place, to demote.
Examples:
Relegate a matter to another authority. Relegate task. The underperforming team was relegated to a lower division.
Inattention.
Lack of attention or focus, failure or inability to pay attention or concentrate on something.
Examples:
Inattention deficit. Chronic inattention. His inattention to detail caused him to make several mistakes on the final project.
Vegan.
A person who does not eat or use any animal products, typically for ethical or environmental reasons.
Examples:
Raw food vegan. Vegan lifestyle. The vegan diet is based on plant-based foods.
Tokenism.
The practice of making a minimal effort to be inclusive or diverse, often by including a small number of people from underrepresented groups in a token or symbolic way, without making any real changes to the systems or structures that maintain inequality.
Examples:
An act of tokenism. Criticized for its tokenism. The company was accused of tokenism for only hiring one woman for the 10-person team.
Waitress.
A woman who serves food and drinks in a restaurant or cafe.
Examples:
Waitress at a restaurant. Tip the waitress. The friendly waitress brought the food to the table and asked if they needed anything else.
Contagious.
Able to be passed on to others through contact or proximity, especially by infection or disease.
Examples:
Contagious enthusiasm. Contagious virus. The disease is highly contagious and spreads quickly.
Endowment.
A fund or financial support, either from a charitable organization or from an individual or group of individuals, to support a specific purpose or organization.
Examples:
Education endowment insurance. Endowment gift. The wealthy benefactor's endowment helped the university build a new library.
Industrious.
Hardworking, diligent, and persistent in effort.
Examples:
Industrious worker. Industrious student. He was known to be very industrious and would often work late into the night.
Interdependence.
The fact or state of depending on each other.
Examples:
Interdependence of mind and body. Global interdependence. The diplomatic rivalry between the two countries has strengthened the interdependence of their interregional supply chains for their manufacturing industries.
Interconnect.
To connect similar things.
Examples:
directly interconnect with those systems. Human activities interconnect with the environment. Our system can now interconnect with other databases.
Morsel.
A small piece or fragment, particularly of food, a small, tasty, or pleasing bit of something.
Examples:
mouth-watering morsel. Tiny morsel. I only had a small morsel of cake while trying to watch my weight.
Decouple.
To disconnect or separate something from something else that it was joined to or part of previously.
Examples:
decouple a power supply. Decouple a space shuttle. We have to decouple our foreign policy from ideology.
Nationalist.
Relating to or supporting a political ideology that emphasizes a strong sense of national identity and devotion to one's own country.
Examples:
nationalist sentiment. Nationalist revolt. The nationalist rally attracted thousands of supporters.
Verge.
The point at which something is about to happen or where something begins, the edge or margin of something, particularly a physical boundary or border.
Examples:
verge of bankruptcy. On the verge of tears. He stood on the verge of a major discovery.
Footprint.
A mark of a foot, shoe, or animal's foot left on a surface.
Examples:
footprints in the snow. The footprints of an earlier civilization. We choose transportation that has a smaller carbon footprint.
Quote.
To repeat or reproduce the words or statement of someone else, often acknowledging the source, to give an estimated cost or price for goods or services.
Examples:
quote a source. Quote a price. In his speech, he quoted a famous philosopher to emphasize his point.
Hypocrite.
A person who claims to have certain beliefs or values, but acts in a way that contradicts those beliefs or values. A person who pretends to be virtuous or moral, but behaves in an unethical or deceitful way.
Examples:
environmental hypocrite. Religious hypocrite. She accused her boss of being a hypocrite for advocating for workers' rights while mistreating his employees.
Ironic.
A situation or event that is opposite of what is expected, the use of words to mean the opposite of their literal or original meaning.
Examples:
ironic twist. Ironic consequence. It's ironic that the rain started just as they finished building the new picnic shelter.
Offend.
To cause someone to feel upset, angry, or annoyed.
Examples:
Offend his sensibilities. Offend a customer. His rude comments offended many people at the party.
Defame.
To harm the reputation or good name of someone or something by making false or damaging statements, to slander or libel.
Examples:
Defame his reputation. Defame a company's image. He filed a lawsuit accusing the magazine of trying to defame his character with false allegations.
Denounce.
To speak out against, to strongly criticize something or someone.
Examples:
Denounce a statement. Denounce a heresy. He denounced the actions of the corrupt official.
Trickle.
To flow or drip slowly and in small amounts, to happen or occur gradually or in small quantities.
Examples:
Trickle down my cheek. Trickle from his eyes. Water was beginning to trickle into the basement after the heavy rain.
Inherit.
To receive money, property, or a title from someone after they have died.
Examples:
Inherit estate. Inherit ancestral property. After his death, his sons inherited his business.
Mimic.
To imitate someone's speech, movement, or behavior, especially to make others laugh.
Examples:
Mimic a human voice. Mimic numerous instruments. He is very popular at school because he can mimic all the teachers' accents.